Hey, sis. Oh, Selena. What? You left Jade in front of my mansion again. The manager contacted me just now and told me that Jade ran around the garden and made a mess. Oh, it's good that he's energetic. Huh? It's normal for 3-year-olds to be that energetic. What are you saying? He was just scolded for drawing on the mansion walls the other day. I really had to show my sincerity and apologize so many times. If he causes more problems, I wouldn't be able to live at this mansion any longer. So please stop. I've been telling you that I am asking you to take care of my child while I'm away. The things that happen while I'm away are all your responsibility. You're the one who's leaving your child with me without my permission. What's the problem? You're always at home anyways. I work from home. It's not like I'm free to do anything I want at home. First of all, Jade is your ex-husband, Kane's son. I gave birth to his son, which you weren't capable of. To show some gratitude, can't you at least take care of our child sometimes? What do you mean? You were only after Kane's income. You got yourself pregnant so that you can steal him from me. After I got a divorce, I decided I'd never get involved with you and my parents who sided with you ever again. If only my relatives didn't spill my address to you, I wouldn't have had to deal with all this unfairness. I need you to come pick Jade up right now. He's watching cartoons now and acting calm, but I know that he'll start making a fuss sooner or later. I can't work on my job. I don't care about your job, nor what happens within your house. Actually, your house is like a playground for Jade, so let him play and have some fun. Sis, my friends are calling. Bye-bye. Hey! Sis! Gosh, again? Why do you leave Jade all the time? What's funny? He caused some trouble directly to the residents of the mansion today. What did he do? I don't know where he got it from, but he threw a ball of dirt to a man wearing a suit. Oh no. The manager contacted me again, so I'm the one who has to apologize again. You're Jade's mother. Can't you educate him more? I've really had enough. I told you, while you're taking care of him, he's under your supervision, and it's your responsibility. It's so much trouble that you left him with me without my permission. I don't remember ever agreeing to take care of him. But you're there with him right now. Come and pick him up. I'm on the bullet train right now, so I can't. Bullet train? I'm going on a trip with my friends starting today. I'll come back after a week, so look after Jade until then. What are you saying? You can't just say that all of a sudden without any prior notice. I can't do anything even if you say that. Sis! Bye-bye. Sis, can I talk to you now? What? I'm still on a trip, so I can't pick Jade up. Jade really messed up this time. Okay, I don't know what happened, though. I told you that he's under your supervision while you're looking after him. Just do something about it yourself. He broke a computer. Computer? You have to compensate. Oh, makes sense now. How come you're reacting so casually? I bet your computer only costs around $500 or something. You're overreacting for just a single computer. Plus, he's the son of Kane, your ex-husband, who you used to love, so just forgive him. And stop texting me over something so small. It's not my computer. Huh? Sis, I think this is a huge deal. Huh? What do you mean? It wasn't my computer that Jade broke. What? The computer he broke was the managing director's of Kane's computer. What? Managing director? Huh? What do you mean? Why is the managing director's computer at your house when you work from home? You must know that I used to work at the same company as Kane. Yes, but I heard that you quit the company. Yes, after Kane cheated on me with you, it got too hard for me to work at the same company, so I asked to leave. The CEO and managing director, who appreciated my skills, offered that they'd hire me as part of an outsourcing program as I worked from home. Since then, I work my job at home. That gave me the opportunity to build a friendship with the managing director. And the other day, he asked me to check on his computer because it was acting weirdly. Don't tell me that computer was... Yep. Just now he came to pick up his fixed computer, so when I brought it out from my workroom, Jade took it away, suddenly running from the side towards the balcony, and then he dropped it to the ground. It's concrete beneath our mansion, so the computer was ruined into pieces. It didn't survive the fall, obviously. No way. The only fortunate thing was that no one was beneath our balcony then. Someone could have died. Hey, don't say something so scary. You understand how horrible his actions were, right? But you know. Are you telling me to go easy on him because he's just a child? Exactly. It's what a 3-year-old did. Tell your managing director that it was a relief that it was only his computer that got broken, okay? Listen, we invited Kane over. What? If you, his mother, is acting that way, we have no other choice but to call his father. No way. Are you serious that he's there with you right now? I really didn't want to see him, but I had no other choice this time, so I got over it. Kane is now apologizing to the director, and he just finished signing the promise saying he will compensate for the computer worth $3,000 no matter what. $3,000? It was a pretty high-grade computer. No way. And Kane just told me that the place you told him that you were taking Jade to while you were away was our parents' house, huh? What? He said you told him that you always asked our parents and your mom friends to take care of Jade, but how come you always make me look after him? That's, our parents suddenly said that they couldn't look after him, so I had no choice. According to Kane, I was the person you should never ask for help from, but for the past month, you've been making me take care of him so often, right? No, So I told Kane to go check his balance in his bank account and the usage history of his credit card. Huh? Kane went back home once before coming to my house and found out your usage history. He said he sensed that you were cheating on him. No, that's not true. The balance of your shared bank account used to be around $20,000 half a year ago, but now there's only $1,000 left apparently. No. I wonder what you used it on. No, you're misunderstanding. No need to explain to me. The only thing I want you to do is apologize, compensate for the director, and come pick Jade up as soon as possible. That's it. Talk to Kane about your future. Listen, I suggest that you come back from your trip as soon as possible. Selena, hey! What, sis? What's wrong? Where are you? What? When I visited your mansion, the manager told me you already moved out. Why are you not here? You're asking me why? It's because you found out where I lived. Huh? Why did you move without telling me? Because I saved enough money to move. What? Since you found out my address, I wanted to move out as soon as possible, but sadly, I didn't have enough money. And I finally saved up enough, so I was able to move out. What the hell? So, what do you want from me now? I was planning to move in with you. Huh? You know what happened. Oh, yes, I knew you were cheating on him. Kane divorced you, kicked you out of the house, and you lost custody over Jade as well. Our parents got tired of you after all this mess, and they refused to let you move back in with them. Oh, so you wanted to move in with me? Yes. You know the whole situation. Just tell me your new address. No. Why? Do I have to say it out loud? It's too much work for me to explain it to you, so think about it yourself. Excuse me? I have no plans to take care of you and your mess. Oh, so you're bold enough to say that? What? You said you had personal connections with the managing director, right? So what? If you don't want his wife to find out about your passionate relationship with him, you know what you have to do. She's single. What? And she's a straight woman. Huh? She's just a great friend of mine. You being a cheater doesn't make me the same as you. Hey, then where am I supposed to go? Oh, not my business. Bye. Hey, Selena! After that, I heard that she'd been staying at her friend's one after another. But because she wasn't paying the compensation money and child support she was supposed to pay, her friend, who knew what was happening, caught her when she visited her for help. Looks like she was forced to get a live-in job under one of Kane's relatives. As most of her income is used to pay for compensation and child support, she's been living a very impoverished life. On the other hand, Kane called me asking if we could get back together on the phone. He said, "Jade is also close to you, so I want you to become his mother." So, "I'm already married. My husband is just working abroad for a year," I replied, and I heard a loud cry from the other side of the phone. Then I quickly blocked his number.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and hit the like button. See you next time.
Hey, wait, so funny. What's this house?
Good evening, Samantha. I think our work hours are over already.
Can't I text you outside of your work hours?
Why are you texting me all these LOL messages all of a sudden?
You know what? I didn't know that you lived in such a worn-out house, Ivan. I coincidentally passed by your house just now, so I took a look out of curiosity. But I was so surprised.
You knew where I lived?
I saw you walking the other day, and I kind of followed you.
Okay.
I always thought you were on the poor side, but I didn't know you were this poor. I think you can make a living if you don't spend too extravagantly, considering our salary. Don't tell me you're in debt.
You think my house is that worn out?
Yep, your house is so worn out. It's pretty clear at first glance. It's my first time to actually see such a worn-out house with my own eyes.
I don't think it's that worn out.
I guess your senses are just adjusted to your poorness.
You think so?
You usually wear suits to work, but I heard you wore all those cheap brands that scream cheapness on your days off, right? You're definitely poor.
I wear those brands like Uniqlo because it's comfortable to wear. First of all, I don't understand luxury brands.
See, that's what I'm talking about. If you don't know luxury brands, you're definitely poor. Compared to that, I'm the CEO's daughter. I'm rich because my dad is a CEO.
Okay, so what?
These values are only learned through the environment you grew up in. It means a poor guy like you can never be a part of our world. You should be thankful that you're allowed to breathe the same air as me when you're so poor and from the lowest part of the social hierarchy. I hope you can work harder for me from now on at work.
Okay, I don't understand what point you want to make, but I'm meeting someone now, so I'll go offline now.
What? Hey, don't you dare try to end our conversation. Gosh, this is why I don't want to handle poor people. Hey! Hey!
Oh, Samantha, I haven't seen you anywhere. Are you at the smoking room again?
It's none of your business.
Boss was looking for you.
That's not important. Is it true that you made Company A sign a contract with us?
Huh? Oh, yes.
Everyone said that the guy in charge of marketing was too stubborn to persuade.
I didn't give up, and then finally he agreed to listen. At last, he signed a contract with us.
Then now I can be in charge of him.
What?
Come on, hand over the contract details.
Wait, what are you saying? This is a contract I got with my own effort. It doesn't make sense if I hand it over to you when there's no apparent reason.
Listen, a poor guy like you shouldn't dare to talk to me like that.
I don't think my financial status and my job are related in any way.
Oh, my dad is friends with the CEO of our company. In more detail, he's the CEO of our client's company.
Okay, so what's your point?
Huh? You don't understand? As expected from a poor guy. All right, listen carefully. I have the power that a poor guy like you can never get. So, if you refuse to follow my orders, it's easy for me to get you fired.
Okay, I see, but you can't change the person in charge.
What?
I'm very honored that Company A agreed to sign a contract because the person in charge liked my personality. If we changed the person in charge right now, I'm certain that they would feel disappointed.
Oh, there's nothing for you to worry about.
Why?
Because it's me. The CEO's daughter, who is rich and elegant, is going to be in charge. If our client is stubborn and conservative, I'm sure that he is more interested in the elegant CEO's daughter than an impoverished guy.
Elegant?
There's no guy in this world who would complain about me who is full of feminine charms.
Excuse me.
So there is absolutely no problem.
Our client is a woman?
What?
The first person who I had to talk to was a male department head, but they got us a separate employee when we were arranging to sign the contract, and that person was a female.
Huh?
Our conversation went longer than I expected, but I think you'll be in real trouble if you don't come back soon.
Why?
Today, there's a meeting for the collaboration project between our company and your father's company, where your father would also be present.
Oh, you're right.
You should come back very soon.
You know what? Your house is so worn out. It's so worn out that I can't help but wonder if people can actually live there.
Hello, you're even messaging me on our days off.
Are you sure you're living here?
Do you happen to be in front of the wooden one-story house that's located one street behind the main street?
Yep, that's where I am.
Oh, I knew you were there.
It's so worn out. Are you sure it's not leaking or anything? It's better to live in a doghouse at this level.
Yes, that's my doghouse.
Huh? What? Doghouse? This?
We have 3 big dogs at home, and that wooden one-story house is for them.
Huh?
To make it easier for us to leave when we go on a walk, we made another entrance facing the street where you're at. But because I want to meet my dogs as soon as possible, I would go into my house from that door. Well, it's true that the doghouse is old, so we are planning to rebuild it soon.
Then where's your house?
Walk along the fence facing east and turn right at the first corner you see. Soon, you'll see the main entrance of my house.
Wait a minute, how dare you lie, you poor guy?
What?
This huge place is the CEO's house of B Corp, our parent company.
Oh, you knew?
The CEO's last name is Buffet, but your last name is Jones.
Jones is my last name on my mother's side.
Huh? Wait, why? You used a fake name when you got into this company?
No wonder you're getting confused. I think it's about time to tell you, so I'll reveal it.
Huh? What?
I'm the second son of the current CEO of B Corp.
Huh? Second son?
The current CEO has 3 sons, including me, but because I'll be granted an executive position in the future, he wanted me to train at one of his related companies. Since there's a possibility of people finding out who I really was if I used my real last name, at work I use my mother's old last name, Jones.
Is that so?
The only people who knew about this was the CEO and some of the executive members of this company, but my big brother, the first son, will be the new CEO next year. So I'm planning to reveal my real identity at the morning assembly next week.
Wait a minute, then why did you always wear those fast fashion brands?
I've been telling you that it's just my preference. I like spending my time outdoors, so I value efficiency and prefer wearing cheap but good stuff. If I choose to wear luxury brands on a regular basis, I can't move around a lot, too worried about ruining it.
I see. Oh, now I get it. I always thought you were a bit different from other employees, Ivan Jones. I guess I was right.
What?
Hey, how about we start dating?
Excuse me?
Being a part of the B Corp family, I think you'd have to marry someone who's elegant and has a good family background. I'm a perfect option in that case.
What? You changed so much really fast, and I'm very disgusted.
Huh?
Oh, by the way, it looks like you didn't know, but I'm already married.
What?
My wife is a wonderful woman who is like the definition of elegance and grace. There's nothing you have to worry about.
Then, how about your brothers?
Impossible.
I'll give it some time for consideration.
You don't do your job at all. You've gotten your last warning from the company, right?
What?
You panicked and you planned to steal my huge contract, but you failed. So you're hoping to marry into a rich family if you're getting fired. You're so easy to read, I can't help but recognize your intentions.
Acting so bossy, huh? Oh, no, I was just...
I'm going offline now. After this, she started ringing the doorbell endlessly, but as soon as I told her that I can see her through the CCTV and that I'll call the police on her, she quickly went home. Looks like she had been doing whatever she wanted to towards other employees as well, and in the end, she ended up getting fired as a punishment. This angered her father, who helped her get in the company using connections. He even came to the company to apologize and started to investigate, asking all the employees. He was at a loss for words as all her actions were revealed one by one, and to fix her personality, he threw her into a temple for training in the countryside. How did she grow up to become like that when her father is so great? I might sound rude, but I felt sympathetic for him having a poor and lonely heart.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and hit the like button. See you next time.
Hey there, Michael. I bet you've been waiting by your phone for the day I'd finally text you, am I right? Or am I right? You probably still have my number saved under the one that got away, don't you? Wow, how long has it been even? It must have been like 8 whole years. That's practically a lifetime in the desert of no Ashley. So, how have you been all this time? I bet it was utterly terrible to be apart from your favorite Ashley. Did you even manage to function? Did you eat properly? Tell me everything.
Ashley? Is that really you? It's been so long I almost don't recognize the number. Wow, it's great to hear from you, I guess. Unexpected, definitely. How have you been?
Oh, I can totally understand how great it must be for you to hear from me. It's like sunshine after a very, very long rainstorm. Like, can a fish go 8 years without water? Can a person go 8 years without breathing? That's how you must have felt without my radiant presence in your life.
I was never all that great in biology, so I couldn't really say, but I appreciate the analogy. Anyway, can I help you with something? Like, is there a specific reason you texted me after all this time?
Oh my God, you totally read my mind. There is something incredibly important I wanted to talk to you about. Something that could change our lives. A little birdie, okay, fine, it was Stacy from 10th grade on Facebook, told me you went to the reunion. I almost choked on my organic kale smoothie when I heard. You never used to go to those before. You said they were beneath you. What was so incredibly special about this one that made you show your handsome face? Don't even try to tell me it wasn't special. You showing up, it's practically a scene from a romantic comedy. The universe is clearly trying to tell us something.
Look, it really wasn't a big deal. Some old friends are going, the ones I actually used to hang out with. And I thought it would be nice to catch up, see how everyone's doing. That's all. Nothing cinematic about it.
Catch up? Oh, honey, we have a lot more than just catching up to do. This is fate, Michael. Pure, unadulterated, sparkly fate with little cherubs flying around.
Fate? Ashley, it was a class reunion in the high school gymnasium. People go to those things to eat bad pizza and awkwardly talk about their jobs.
But you went after all this time. You must have been thinking about me. Did you see anyone who, swooned at the mention of my name? Were they devastated by my glorious absence?
No one specifically swooned, Ashley. It was mostly just polite conversation about mortgages and kids.
Oh, they were probably just trying to play it cool. You know how people can be. Oh yeah, Ashley? Haven't thought about her in ages. But I bet they were secretly weeping into their lukewarm punch.
I really didn't get that impression. Everyone seemed reasonably content.
Well, don't worry your handsome little head about their lack of taste. The important thing is you were there and now I'm here. And you know what that means, right? It's practically written in the stars.
Honestly, Ashley, I am genuinely not entirely sure what you think it means. To me, it just means we're texting after 8 years.
It means it's time for us to properly reconnect, like we were always meant to, like two halves of a very stylish whole. So, guess what incredibly romantic thing I was thinking?
What were you thinking, Ashley? This is making me increasingly nervous. My palms are actually sweating a little.
Dinner, this Saturday, and just the two of us, my treat. There's this absolutely divine sushi place I know, super expensive, the kind where celebrities go.
Ashley, I don't know if that's such a great idea. I appreciate the offer, but...
What? Why not? It'll be just like old times, but even better. You're all successful and sophisticated now. Didn't you become the CEO of your own company?
I mean, yeah, but I don't see what that has to do with anything.
It has everything to do with our dinner. You can totally afford the really good stuff. The uni, the toro, the works.
It's not about the money, Ashley. It's just complicated. My Sundays are usually pretty booked.
Complicated how? Is it your incredibly busy schedule of being devastatingly handsome? Don't worry, I'm flexible. We can do Monday or Tuesday. My social calendar is surprisingly open for my soulmate.
No, it's not my social calendar. Ashley, there's something I really need to tell you. It feels like the right time.
Tell me what? That you've been secretly pining for me all these years? Writing poems in my name and staring wistfully out the window? I knew it.
No, Ashley, I'm married. Like, with a wife, a real actual wife.
Married? You're married? You're totally pulling my leg, right? This is some kind of incredibly elaborate, slightly cruel prank your friends put you up to.
No, Ashley, I am really, truly not joking. I've been married for a few years now. Her name is... and she's wonderful.
Married to who? I don't even recognize that name. Where did you even find a wife in the desolate wasteland of a post-Ashley world? This has to be a clerical error.
It's not a clerical error, Ashley. It's the reality of my life.
Well, that's certainly a development. But you know what? That doesn't actually change the fundamental connection we have, does it? What we had was special, like written in the stars.
Ashley, it changes everything. I'm happy in my marriage. I'm not looking to revisit the past like that. My commitment is to my wife.
Oh, you still playing hard to get. It's almost endearing. But seriously, Sunday, don't even think about standing me up. This is our moment.
Ashley, I am not going to dinner with you on Sunday. I am married, and I respect my wife and my marriage. Please understand that this isn't going to happen.
Michael, guess who's practically vibrating with excitement? Me. This sushi dinner is going to be so unbelievably romantic. I can already taste the deliciousness and the sparks flying between us. Oh my gosh, you're going to be so surprised when you get here. I took a little initiative. Consider it a pre-celebration of our inevitable future. So remember how I mentioned my amazing parents? Well, they were just so thrilled about our reconnection that they wanted to come along and give you their official blessing. Consider this your pre-marriage meet and greet. They're waiting patiently and are just dying to meet you. Daddy even brought his best sake. He said it's for a proper toast to our future happiness. Isn't that just the sweetest thing ever? You know, I've been doing a little daydreaming about our life together. It's going to be absolutely fabulous. Think gorgeous vacations, amazing parties, and me finally getting to be the wealthy wife I was always meant to be. You've certainly made that dream a very real possibility, my love. Just pulled up to the restaurant. It's even more swanky than I remembered. Perfect for our special night. I snagged us a fantastic table right by the window. The view is almost as breathtaking as you are going to look tonight. We're all here and waiting for you, darling. Don't keep us in suspense too long. The anticipation is killing me. Hurry, hurry, hurry. Michael, oh my gosh, this restaurant is even more amazing in person. The ambience is totally romantic. You are going to love it. The little water features are so zen, and the lighting is just perfect for reconnecting. They even have private rooms. Oh, just imagine the possibilities. Seriously, when are you going to get here? The sushi chef is doing incredible things, like this dragon roll with real gold flakes. You're missing out on culinary magic. Plus, they have this amazing tuna that's flown in fresh daily, and the sake list is pages long. Michael, you there? It's been a little while. Almost 2 hours now. Is everything okay? Just wondering when you'll be arriving. My parents are getting a little antsy to meet you. They're asking all sorts of questions about your company.
What the? I set my phone down for 1 freaking hour and this is what happens? I come back to hundreds of notifications from the one person I don't want to hear from?
Michael, you finally texted back. Yay! I was starting to think you got lost or something. So glad you're here, virtually. You wouldn't believe how much they're fawning over my stories about you. They think you're this incredibly successful and incredibly generous man. Just wanted to say dinner was absolutely divine. The uni was like a taste of the ocean. The toro just melted in my mouth. Plus, they have this incredible sake pairing menu. The sommelier even gave us a special recommendation, and we tried this amazing sea urchin roe. You really missed out on a truly special experience. Okay, so a little situation has come up. The bill just arrived, and it's $3,000. Seems like we got a little carried away with the ordering. The otoro was particularly irresistible. And then my uncle ordered this whole platter of sashimi, so when you get here, you can just take care of that, right? After all, you always were so generous.
$3,000? Ashley, are you completely out of your mind? I told you repeatedly I wasn't coming to any dinner. And I'm married. Why on earth would I pay for your ridiculously expensive meal with your entire extended family? Apparently including a very hungry uncle.
Oh, stop pretending to be all surprised and innocent. We both know you wanted to see me, and now you are, in spirit. Just be true to your feelings, Michael. This is our moment. Think of it as an investment in our future happiness. You know you want to, deep down.
Ashley, there is no our future happiness. There never was even much past happiness for us. Leave me alone. I haven't even lived in that state for about 4 years now. I moved across the country for my job. Get a serious grip on reality.
What? 4 years? You moved 4 years ago and didn't even tell me? You're really not coming? Oh my God. My parents are going to kill me. They were so excited. And my uncle is threatening to leave without paying.
Yes, Ashley, 4 years. I told you all of this before. This entire ridiculous situation with you and your extended family at a fancy restaurant, expecting me to show up and foot a $3,000 bill? It's all on you. You need to face the music and take responsibility for your actions.
But the bill, what are we supposed to do about the $3,000? That's like a month's rent for some people. We even ordered some of that fancy Wagyu beef, and my uncle had like 10 beers.
You and your entire freeloading party can figure out how to pay it yourselves. Why would I be responsible for your extravagant choices and your uncle's beer tab when I wasn't even there and explicitly said I wouldn't be?
But no one brought their wallets. We were all so caught up in the excitement of our reunion. We all just assumed you were treating since you're doing so incredibly well right now. It's a bit embarrassing, to be honest. My uncle is saying he thought this was some kind of business dinner.
You have got to be kidding me. You brought your entire freeloading crew, including your uncle and his beer habit, to a $3,000 sushi and Wagyu beef dinner, expecting me to pay, even though I explicitly told you I wasn't coming, that I'm married, and that I haven't even lived in that state for 4 years? This is beyond delusional. Take responsibility for your catastrophic and frankly entitled decisions, Ashley. I am absolutely done with this conversation. Good luck.
Michael, please. This is a total catastrophe. My parents are apoplectic. My uncle is trying to wash dishes to pay for his beer. Can you please help us out just this once? We can pay you back later, I swear, on everything. We can even offer you a lifetime supply of my aunt's questionable knitting. Michael, are you there? Michael, you up? Last night was totally insane. My parents are still freaking out, and it's all because you bailed. Hope you feel just awful. Anyway, about that seriously messed up bill, $3,000. Seriously? If you'd just shown up like you were supposed to, none of this would be happening. Just saying.
Ashley, are you for real right now? Totally insane? The only thing insane was you thinking I was going to show up. And don't even try to stick me with that bill.
Well, it's not all my fault. You're the one who texted me after all this time. You got my hopes up. And now we're totally broke. It is so unfair. Why are you doing this to me?
I said hi after 8 years, and I flat out told you I was married and wouldn't be meeting you for dinner. How much clearer do I need to be? This is on you, lady. You pay for your fancy sushi.
But we're gonna be in so much trouble. My parents are gonna kill me. My uncle's threatening to pawn his watch. You gotta help us, Michael, please.
Help you? After you completely ignored everything I said and created this whole train wreck? No way! You need to deal with the consequences of your own crazy actions, not my problem.
But you're loaded now. You got all that CEO money. Can't you just be a decent human being and spot us this once? We'll totally pay you back, promise. Maybe, in installments? Please, Michael, we're desperate.
Loaded? You blew $3,000 on sushi based on a fantasy. My CEO money isn't for bailing out your delusions. Figure it out yourself.
You can be such a jerk sometimes, you know that? After everything we used to be, you're just gonna leave us hanging? I thought you were a better guy than this.
Everything we used to be mostly involved me paying for your bottomless pit of a stomach. I remember you eating half my pizza without asking and then acting shocked when I didn't have enough for another slice. This is vintage Ashley.
That was ages ago. People change. I'm way more considerate now. Besides, this was a total emergency. We're talking serious cash here. Can't you just cut us a break for old time's sake?
For old time's sake, I remember old times as me constantly being broke because you ate like there was no tomorrow and never chipped in. Nope, not cutting you a break. This is on you.
You're really gonna let us twist in the wind like this? My parents are yelling their heads off. My uncle's blaming me for losing his shirt at poker. This is all your fault for not being clearer that you were a total you-know-what.
Not being clearer? I told you I was married and wasn't coming. What more do you want? Skywriting? The only you-know-what here is the one who ran up a $3,000 bill based on a complete lie.
But the class reunion, you said there was someone you wanted to see. It had to be me. Fate brought us together again. Why are you being such a meanie and denying it?
The someone I wanted to see were actual friends from high school, people I have history with, not a former girlfriend who's living in La La Land, and I only went because I was briefly back in town at the time.
Yeah, and you didn't even bother to tell me you moved away. See, you were being all shady.
I had no obligation to tell you. You're nobody to me. What am I supposed to do? Send out a group text to every single person I've ever met whenever anything important happens in my life? And none of this is relevant to the fact that I'm married and have zero interest in a repeat performance of our romance.
So you went to the reunion and you didn't even care about seeing me after all the history we share? I don't believe you.
Our history mostly involves me buying you enough food to feed a small army. And no, the reunion wasn't about you.
But Stacy totally said you were looking around all wistful. It had to be me. She even hinted that you were still carrying a torch.
Stacy is either clueless or messing with you, and here's a news flash. You weren't even invited to the reunion. Apparently your past behavior at these things was memorable for all the wrong reasons.
Not invited? That's a total lie. Everyone gets invited. You're just saying that to be a jerk.
Nope, it's the truth. Your little incident at a previous reunion with an industrial-sized amount of food and a rather epic mess got you blacklisted.
That was one little thing. You guys never let me live it down. It is so unfair. Ugh!
One little thing that got our class banned from the venue? Yeah, real minor.
So, you went to the reunion and you didn't want to see me? And I wasn't even invited? My life is so unfair. Everyone's always so mean to me.
Your life is a direct result of your own choices and your refusal to face reality. Now, about that $3,000 tab that you and your uninvited guests ran up.
Yeah, that. What am I gonna do? We have no cash. This is a total nightmare. You're the only one who can help me. My life is over.
You're a grown woman, figure it out! And for the last freaking time, leave me alone! My life is over here with my wife, a million miles away from your self-inflicted drama.
Michael, please. Just a tiny bit of help. My parents are gonna kick me to the curb. I'll do anything.
You're free to do anything you want. I'm not lifting a finger for you. I'm blocking your number now. Goodbye.
Michael, no, you can't do that to me. Please, can't you just give me a little bit of money? I'll settle for $2,000. Okay, $1,500. Final offer. Michael?
Well, that was one adventure I definitely didn't ask for. Turns out Ashley's family were infamous for showing up uninvited and cleaning out everyone's dinner. So, when word got around about their $3,000 sushi stunt, the neighbors finally snapped. They started showing up at Ashley's place, demanding payback for years of free meals. The heat got so intense the family had to bail, moving into some tiny, cheap apartment. And get this, Ashley's dad got caught red-handed at work swiping some poor guy's lunch. They checked security camera footage in the employee break room and found he'd been doing it for years, so he got canned. Last I heard, the whole uninvited dinner crew was teetering on the edge of homelessness. Talk about a spectacular implosion.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and hit the like button. See you next time.
Kim? Are you by any chance at our place right now? I saw your bicycle parked in the lot. Oh, Amber. You're home pretty late, aren't you? Did you have fun? That trip you went on? The one where you left me out? What? You all went to Hawaii without me. I know exactly what happened. You excluded me. You took my son and my granddaughter on a trip without saying a single word to me, their grandmother. What kind of daughter-in-law does that? How could you leave me behind like I don't even matter? No, hold on. What are you talking about? I definitely invited you, don't you remember? You told me you had plans that day, going shopping with a friend. You turned it down yourself, didn't you? Yes, at first I declined, but my friend caught a cold on the day of, and we decided to postpone. So then I thought maybe I can join the trip after all. But by the time I realized, you had already taken off. You left without me, like I didn't matter. You couldn't even wait a moment, couldn't even think about me for just 1 second. You couldn't be bothered to make sure I was still included even after I changed my mind. I didn't know anything about that. We were scheduled to leave that day. Of course we stuck to the plan. We had train and flight tickets, everything arranged. Even if you had wanted to come last minute, the hotel rooms and plane seats were only booked for 3 people. There's no way we could have added you on the spot. Do you expect me to throw everything off just because you decided to change your mind last minute? Oh, that's nonsense. In situations like that, a considerate daughter-in-law should anticipate that maybe her mother-in-law might change her mind. You should have booked an extra seat and room just in case. And on the morning of departure, you should have called to double-check and even packed a bag for me, ready to go. You are so thoughtless. Honestly, how could you be so careless and selfish? You didn't even try to make it work for me. I don't even know how to respond to that. This is just too much. You're twisting everything to make me the bad guy here. Don't talk back to me. Do you know how lonely I felt? Left behind while everyone else enjoyed Hawaii? I wanted to go with Dan and little Anna, too. It was supposed to be a family trip, not just for the two of you. But instead, I was left alone, made to feel like an afterthought. I'm sorry, but back to my original question. Kim, are you at our condo right now? Where are you? By the entrance? Of course not. I'm inside the apartment. Wait, what? How did you get in? You have a spare key, don't you? I asked the building manager to let me in. Told him I was entrusted with the place while my son and his wife were away. He opened the door for me with no problem. So I've been house-sitting for you this whole time. Didn't you think I might need to check on the place while you were gone? Are you serious? They just let you in like that? And wait, have you been staying here since the day we left? You didn't even tell me you were planning on doing this. That's right. I've been here the whole time. I've been keeping the place warm, so to speak, waiting for your return. It's my responsibility as the family matriarch, after all. What about your own place? You've been gone for over 4 days. That's fine. I gave it up, moved out completely. I couldn't deal with the back and forth anymore. It's much easier to be here with Dan and Anna. Wait, what? It was such a hassle going back and forth between here and my old place. So I decided, why not just live here? I brought all my things, I've unpacked, I'm settled in now. I've already made this my home. What? I don't understand what you're saying. This makes no sense. You've moved in? You've moved into my home without telling me. How can you even think that's okay? I live here now. We're going to live together. This way I won't get left out again. And I can be with Dan and Anna every single day. You'll never leave me behind again. No, what are you talking about? You can't just move in like that. This is my house, too. You don't get to decide where I live. You don't get to tell me where I can or can't live. This is my son's home, which makes it my home, too. What's the big deal? It's a family home. That's absurd. Oh, and another thing. This place is too small for 4 people, so you need to leave. What? I already sent your belongings to your parents' house. I mailed them out 2 days ago, so they should arrive today. What? No, hold on. What? From now on, go live at your family's home or find a new place. But don't worry, you're still welcome to come over to cook, clean, and do laundry. You're still useful to me, you know. You've got to be kidding me. Why should I be kicked out while you stay here? And I'm not your maid. This is punishment for leaving me out of the trip. For now, you'll be a commuting wife. You'll have to come here to do your duty, but you'll never truly be a part of this family again. You don't get to make that decision. You kicked me out and now expect me to work like a servant? Are you out of your mind? I've made up my mind. A useless, disobedient daughter-in-law like you doesn't belong here. From now on, it's just family living together. No more of this. You're out. Amber, where on earth are you right now? Where else would I be? I'm at my parents' house. Is there something you need? How is it that no one has come back? It's been a week, not even Dan or Anna has returned. And you haven't come back to help with anything around here. What on earth is going on with all of you? What's going on? Well, you told me to leave, didn't you? So I did exactly what you said. I left. The whole family left. What do you mean the whole family? You told me to get out, so I packed my things, sent them to my parents' house, and even returned the keys. I had no choice but to move back with my parents. Then Dan and Anna both said they wanted to come with me. And that's what we did. We all moved. What? What are you talking about? Since Dan and Anna agreed, we've moved in together. They didn't want to stay there anymore. So now we're at my parents' house. We're settling in while we search for a new place to live. If we find something we like, we'll move into that. Wait a minute. Why would Dan and Anna leave? You're the one who should have gone. You might have thought so, but Dan and Anna chose to come with me. They didn't want to stay there with you, not with the way things were going. They didn't want to live in that apartment anymore, so they decided to join me here. They packed their things quietly and left without saying a word to you. They said it was better to be here, away from you. Oh, that can't be. Dan and Anna would never say something like that. You must have told them to do this. You must have convinced them. I didn't convince anyone. Dan and Anna came to this decision on their own. Are you really saying you believe that they would be so easily manipulated by me? Do you really think they would be swayed just like that? No, I didn't raise them like that. But it's hard to accept that they chose you over me. Oh, there's no way they're not being influenced by you. You must have done something to make them act like this. That's where you're wrong. You're contradicting yourself, you know. Don't you see how messed up that sounds? I don't need you to lecture me. Just give me back my son and my granddaughter right now. I've already told you they came here because they chose to. If you want them back, don't talk to me. Go directly to Dan and Anna. I'm sure they'll tell you they don't want to return. What kind of person are you? You are nothing but a coward. You're not fit to be my daughter-in-law. I want you to get a divorce right now and give me back my son and my granddaughter. You have no power to make us get a divorce. I don't care if you don't approve of me as your daughter-in-law. Your opinion doesn't hurt me. No matter how you try to make me feel bad, it won't work. What did you just say to me? Are you really insulting me, your mother-in-law? Oh, my apologies. My true feelings just slipped out. But honestly, what right do you have to criticize me when you've been complaining about my life for so long? You really think you can tell me what to do? You really have no shame. And stop dragging other people into this. This is my son's house, and you're acting like it's yours. What do you mean by it's someone else's house? It's my son's house, which means it's mine, too. No, it's not. I've already canceled the lease for that apartment. I no longer consider it a home. It's an empty place now. What? What are you talking about? I moved in with my parents, and I've already canceled the lease for the apartment you're in. It's not a home anymore. It's just a vacant property. If you want to keep living there, you'll have to re-sign the lease. Otherwise, I suggest you leave as soon as possible. Wait a minute. Why would you cancel the lease while I'm still living here? Oh, that doesn't make any sense. We're not paying rent for a place we're not living in. Besides, I don't want to go back to a place with such poor security. It's a done deal. It's already been decided. But don't worry. I'll leave all the furniture and appliances there for you. I was planning to replace them anyway, so you can take whatever you need. Wait! How can I live alone in that big house? I don't even know if I can afford the rent on my pension. Well, it looks like you'll have to leave. What? You're really telling me to leave? Oh, that's insane. You're not even considering what I'm going through. This is outrageous. I'll return those words right back to you. You kicked me out of your life, and now you're complaining that I'm doing the same? You can't even imagine how that feels, can you? Wait! Are you really making me leave without any place to go? I'm an old woman. I have nowhere else to stay. I've already told you I'm not responsible for your decisions. You're the one who decided to leave, and you're the one who got rid of the apartment. You're the one who made all these choices. So stop acting like you're the victim here. I didn't mean for things to go this way. I was just lonely without all of you. I thought if we could live together again, I wouldn't feel so alone. Oh, please, Amber, I swear I won't do it again. Let's just forget everything and make up. I refuse. I don't trust you anymore, and Dan doesn't want to see you either. You'll be fine. Maybe you should try being on your own for a while. Please wait. I'm truly sorry. Oh, please forgive me. You can say all the words you want, but it doesn't change anything. I won't forgive you, and I won't live with you again. We're going to live as a family, just the three of us. Goodbye. After the incident, Kim showed up at my family's house carrying all her belongings, saying, "I'm going to live here now." As you can imagine, Dan and Anna, who had been dealing with enough stress already, didn't take kindly to her audacity. Their patience had long worn thin with her behavior, and they wasted no time scolding her. They called her outrageously presumptuous and firmly told her to leave. There was no room for her demands in our lives, and they made sure she understood that in no uncertain terms. Her expectations were absurd, disrespectful even, and they weren't going to let her walk all over them. It wasn't the first time Kim had tried to overstep boundaries, but this time felt different. This time, she wasn't going to get away with it. She had already pushed too far, and there was no way she was going to make herself at home after everything that had happened. That wasn't the end of it, though. A few days later, I received another message from Kim. This time, she wasn't asking directly, she was demanding. "Once you find your new place, let me move in with you," she wrote. It felt like the audacity had reached a new peak, and I had to hold back my frustration. After everything that had happened, the idea of letting her live with us, even temporarily, was beyond unacceptable. My response was simple and firm. "Sorry, I don't want you here, so I'll be declining your request." It wasn't cruel, but it was definite. I wasn't about to let her turn my new life into a mess. Just to make sure there wouldn't be any further contact, I blocked her number. I wasn't going to keep playing this game with her. Kim, clearly shocked by our rejection, decided to turn to her older sister, who lived out of state. She figured she could find refuge there, or at the very least, win some sympathy by painting me as the villain. She told her sister all sorts of things about me, claiming that I had kicked her out of my house without warning, trying to make me sound like the bad guy in this whole situation. But she underestimated me. I had already taken the time to warn my extended family about what had been happening, ensuring they knew exactly what had gone down. So when Kim began playing the victim and trying to twist the story, my family wasn't fooled. Instead, they turned against her. They saw through her manipulation, and soon enough, it was Kim who was being criticized for her entitled behavior. The people she thought would back her up were the ones calling her out. It must have stung for Kim to hear that, and from what I've gathered, it only made things worse for her. Her sister, after hearing the full story, apparently told her, "It's time to teach you some manners and common sense." And now Kim was getting a taste of tough love. Her sister was giving her a crash course in personal responsibility and accountability. From what I heard, Kim wasn't taking it well, but it was clear she needed the lesson. Maybe, just maybe, this experience will force her to grow up, to stop expecting others to carry her, to stop thinking that she can get away with anything. But given her history, I wasn't exactly holding my breath. I can't say I'm optimistic about her changing anytime soon, but it's a step in the right direction, I suppose. As for us, things have taken a turn for the better. Dan and Anna have been more than happy to leave all that drama behind, and now that the storm has passed, we've been able to focus on what's next for us. We found a new apartment, a place of our own. The relief I felt when we finally secured it was overwhelming. It's bigger, more spacious, and located in a much better area. It's everything we wanted and more. The move from my parents' house was huge, but it was the right decision. It feels like we're finally building something new, something that's ours, free from the chaos Kim tried to bring into our lives. Having a place of our own has been incredibly freeing. There's a sense of peace here that I didn't even realize I needed. The new apartment is the fresh start I had been craving, and it's already starting to feel like home. We don't have to worry about Kim showing up uninvited or trying to insert herself into our lives. We can finally breathe, knowing we're not tied to the past anymore. I'm honestly so grateful for the chance to start fresh. No more stress, no more chaos, and no more dealing with someone who doesn't respect boundaries. It's like a weight has been lifted off of our shoulders. We're free to focus on what really matters, building our future and creating a life that makes us happy. Every day in this new place feels like a victory, like a step away from the dysfunction Kim tried to drag us into. I couldn't be more satisfied with the way things have turned out. Thank you for watching and listening. We hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe. Also, feel free to leave a comment about what you thought of the story. We look forward to seeing you at the next story.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and hit the like button. See you next time.
Luna, you're so shameless as a mother. Even though you're from a single-parent household, you still have the nerve to try and use the kindergarten bus, don't you? Is this you, Emily? And why are you saying this? Yes, I'm a single mother and Maya doesn't have a father, but what does that have to do with us using the kindergarten bus? I'm telling you, single parents should not indulge in luxuries. Luxuries? Are you referring to the bus fee? It's not like I'm struggling to pay for it. Oh, please, no need to put on airs. That's not my intention, but I still don't understand. What's wrong with being a single mother? Ugh, do I have to spell it out for you? I don't want my child from a proper wealthy family sharing space with a poor, dirty child from a family like yours. What? You should be grateful your child isn't in the same class as mine. If she were, I'd have gotten you both kicked out of the kindergarten already. Papa? The kindergarten bus passed by and left me again. Father, I apologize for the intrusion earlier today. It seems Maya sent a text message on her own.
Ah, if it isn't Emily. I should apologize as well for not responding immediately. I was at a friend's house and I only noticed your text message just now, so it was indeed Maya who sent it.
Yes, that's right. While I was working from home at my computer, she managed to type and send it by herself. She's just turned 6, and she's quite something. Recently, she's been fascinated by watching me use my smartphone. Since she learned spelling and things like that at her previous kindergarten, she seems to have picked up typing on her own. Maybe she learned it by watching how I operate my phone.
Maya is just like my late son. She's good at that sort of thing.
Yes, it seems so.
Anyway, about that message.
Yes, please, go ahead, and I'm sorry if there's any worry.
You've only been at the new kindergarten for 2 weeks, right? What's happened? Let me know if you need to talk. I'm here to help.
Actually, the issue is that a single parent's child is not allowed to use the bus.
What?
There's a parent at the kindergarten who holds a lot of prejudice against single-parent families. This person is the mother of a child in the class next to Maya's. She seems to be the leader among the kindergarten moms. As soon as she found out that our family is a single-parent household, she started looking down on us, assuming we must be poor. And since the next day, the kindergarten bus has been passing by our house without stopping.
What? Are you saying the kindergarten is now just following the orders of this leader mother?
It seems so. I thought it might have been a mistake on that day, so I took Maya to kindergarten in my car. But the next day and the day after that, the bus kept ignoring our house. I realized this was a pattern, and I began to worry that Maya might face harassment at the kindergarten where I couldn't keep an eye on her. So I decided to keep her home today.
I see. Do you know the name of this leader mother?
Her name is Emily.
Emily? I didn't catch her last name. Can you send me that too?
I didn't get it, unfortunately.
I think I might know her.
Really? Do you know her?
If it's the person I'm thinking of, she's the daughter of a business owner I know. It seems her spoiled behavior, nurtured by her mother, is something even her father struggles with.
Oh, and I heard she has a son in kindergarten, too.
Yes, I remember her boasting about being the daughter of a company president. Her father runs one of the largest corporations in this area. If it's about B Corporation, then it must be that Emily.
So, you know her?
It seems so. I'll need to confirm this with my acquaintance directly.
I'm really sorry to trouble you with this.
No, I'd be happy to help for the sake of my son's wife and my lovely granddaughter.
Thank you so much.
Depending on the situation, should we consider shutting down that kindergarten?
Could it be that your child hasn't been coming to kindergarten lately because you've run out of money for the tuition? So you're really struggling, aren't you? That's not true at all. I don't appreciate your assumptions. The reason Maya hasn't been attending is not due to financial issues. Oh, really? Then what is it? It must be financial, given the way things are. After all, you've been having trouble with the kindergarten bus, haven't you? If you're having issues with that, it's probably because you can't afford it. No, it's not about the money. The real issue is the harassment from the kindergarten bus. With the way things are going, I can't be sure what might happen to Maya inside the kindergarten if I'm not there to supervise her. I'm keeping her at home for her safety. Well then, if that's the case, you might as well just withdraw her from the kindergarten. It seems like you're not fitting in here. Why should I withdraw her? I don't understand why you think that's necessary. You don't get it. Our kindergarten is an elite institution. It's designed for children from wealthy families. It's located in a high-end residential area, and it's clear that not everyone fits in here. So according to you, as long as a single mother isn't poor, she can stay, but if she is, she doesn't belong? Exactly! It's a common stereotype that single-parent families are usually struggling financially. It's just how things are perceived. Well, that's called prejudice. Just because there's a stereotype doesn't mean it's right. Oh, come on. If you're saying that's not the case, then prove it. Show me evidence that you're not poor. Evidence? Is that what you need? I don't think it's necessary to prove anything to you. Of course, it's impossible to prove, isn't it? No, I don't believe it's impossible. It just seems you're not interested in seeing the truth. Well, you're just making excuses because you can't answer directly, aren't you? It's clear you're not looking for an honest conversation. You just want to enforce your prejudices. Really now? So what are you going to do? If you're so sure of your situation, then prove it and stop making excuses.
Luna, good evening. How are you tonight?
Good evening, Dad. I'm doing all right, thank you. How was your day?
I've just finished speaking with Emily's father. It seems that there's been quite a bit of tension.
So, what did he say? Is there any resolution in sight?
Yes, there are some developments. I expect that there will be some action by tomorrow. He seemed quite intent on addressing the issue promptly. It looks like things might escalate a bit. I'm sorry if it ends up causing any inconvenience for you when I return home. I'll be dealing with this matter as best as I can. If it turns into a bigger issue, don't feel like you have to handle it all by yourself. Feel free to delegate anything that needs to be handled to me. I want to make sure that this situation is resolved without causing you too much stress.
Thank you very much for your consideration. I really appreciate it. I'll definitely rely on you if the situation worsens. Your support means a lot to me. Hey, Luna! What on earth is going on with you? Why are you acting so weird? Good morning. What's with the sudden commotion? I'm just trying to understand what's happening. Who exactly are you? Huh? I'm a mother raising my only daughter while working from home. That's pretty much all I can say about myself. That can't be all there is to it. Otherwise, my father wouldn't have been so flustered just hearing your name. Moreover, I was really scolded for not including you. Could this be about the confirmation from my father-in-law? Huh? Father-in-law? Yes, my husband's father. Huh? Oh, I see. So even though you're divorced from your husband, you still have contact with your in-laws? We're not actually divorced. Huh? I thought your divorce was due to some affair of yours. Is that not the case? Where did you hear that from? Well, do you think all single mothers are divorced because of their own affairs? No, not quite. At least that's not my case. Then what exactly is the situation? My husband passed away from illness 2 years ago. Oh. So my father-in-law still deeply cares about us who were left behind, especially Maya, who is both his granddaughter and a precious memory of his son. Whenever something comes up, he immediately offers advice and acts swiftly to resolve the issue. The reason Maya and I recently moved to this area, which is where my late husband was from, was also his strong wish. What's that about? Of course, I believe it's important not to become too financially dependent, so I work and manage to save several $1,000s each month. I find it quite unfair to be labeled as poor under these circumstances. What exactly is your father-in-law? He shares the same last name as me and is a well-known acquaintance with your father, holding significant influence in this area. Does that not clarify things? Same last name? If you say that, then it must be... wait a minute. No way. Is he the major landowner who owns numerous properties in this entire area? Yes, that's right. He's my father-in-law, Rick. He's also Maya's grandfather. You're kidding me! No, I'm not. I'm sorry for any confusion. I should have clarified this sooner. I didn't realize how much of an impact this would have. This is quite the revelation. My father-in-law holds a prominent position in the region. He's known for his extensive real estate holdings. Exactly! I had no idea! This changes everything! I understand. It's a lot to take in. I should have been more upfront about this. It's just... I never imagined that you were connected to someone so influential. Emily, please. Hey, please help me out here. I am facing a situation where my husband is on the verge of divorcing me. My father is also becoming increasingly upset, and my mother, who usually supports me unconditionally, is now siding with him. This is putting immense pressure on me, and I feel utterly lost. I see. I've received updates about this situation on my end as well. It appears that things have become quite complicated. So the company building and the factory land owned by your father's company, the apartment that's being used for employee housing, and your family's house, all of these properties are rented from my father-in-law, correct? Yes, that seems to be the case. My father-in-law has been involved in renting those properties to us, and now everything is in jeopardy because of this current crisis. My father-in-law, who is deeply enraged by your unreasonable and oppressive behavior, has demanded a swift resolution from your father. He's someone who doesn't take such matters lightly. If a resolution isn't reached quickly, he's declared that he will no longer engage in any rental agreements with your father in the future. This is a serious threat that could have severe repercussions for us. That's right. Because of this, my situation is becoming increasingly dire. I'm not only facing a potential divorce from my husband, but also the possibility of being disowned by my parents. Is there truly nothing you can do to assist me in this matter? I'm at my wit's end and feeling completely desperate. If you could just put in a good word with Rick, maybe it would help ease the situation a little. Any support you could provide would be invaluable in helping us resolve this issue. I'm afraid I cannot grant such a request. It's not something I can intervene in. Why not? Can't you show even a bit of compassion? This is a critical situation for me, and I am struggling to hold everything together. It seems you've forgotten entirely about the incident with the kindergarten bus. Huh? What do you mean? The way the kindergarten bus passed by my house without picking up the children was something that could only be orchestrated with significant involvement and coordination with the kindergarten itself. It was a deliberate act. I've traced the issue back to this, and it appears that you're having an affair with the bus driver, aren't you? Huh? What are you talking about? That's not true. Yes, the affair and the misuse of that relationship are the main reasons for the divorce, correct? You seem to know everything about it. Well, given that I've been directly impacted by these events, I believe I have the right to be informed. Please don't expect me to be the one to help you out in this situation. I am not in a position to offer assistance. Aren't you concerned about how this is going to impact my child? Huh? If this divorce goes through, my child will end up being raised by a single parent, which is a very challenging situation. Just like Maya from your family, my child will have to grow up with only one parent. You understand how devastating that can be, don't you? Please don't equate your situation with mine. It is not the same at all. Huh? I heard that based on your childcare experience and legal considerations, your husband is likely to gain custody of your child. That's correct. At such a young age, when the child is still yearning for their mother. If things go poorly, your son might end up in an even worse situation compared to Maya. I've heard that you've been neglecting household chores and childcare duties, merely putting on a facade of being a good wife and a wise mother for appearances. Huh? That's not true. I've been trying my best. For a mother like you, your presence, or absence, doesn't seem to make much difference. Might be better if you weren't around at all. What are you saying? Are you implying that my presence doesn't matter? I'm going to leave now. Continuing this unproductive and painful conversation is a waste of time. I have other matters to attend to. What do you mean by that? You can't just leave like this. You need to understand that this is a serious situation for me. I am facing potential ruin, and you just walk away? You're not understanding the gravity of the situation. I have done my best to handle things, but it's clear that there is nothing more I can do here. I'm not going to waste more time on this. What are you talking about? You have no idea what it's like for me right now. I do understand that you're going through a difficult time, but there's nothing more I can contribute to this conversation. My own concerns and responsibilities take precedence. This isn't fair. You're supposed to help me, not just dismiss my problems. Sometimes the best way to handle a situation is to step back and reassess. I'm afraid continuing this discussion will only lead to more frustration. So you're just going to abandon me to face this alone? I am not abandoning you, but I must prioritize my own obligations. I hope you find a way to resolve your issues. No, you can't just leave like this. Goodbye. What do you mean, goodbye? This isn't over. I'm sorry, but I need to go. I wish you the best in resolving your issues.
Hello, Luna.
Hello.
Have you managed to calm down a bit since we last spoke?
Yes, somewhat. It's been a challenging time, but I'm getting through it.
That's good to hear.
I've been quite relieved because the acting principal at the kindergarten is a very caring and competent person. It's reassuring to know that Maya's in good hands. Thanks to that, I've managed to make some supportive friends among the other parents.
That's great news. It's wonderful to hear that you're settling in well and finding a supportive community.
Yes, it is a relief. By the way, I heard that there'll be a change in the managing organization of the kindergarten starting next year?
Oh yes, that's actually true. It's a significant change, but one that's necessary. We can't let the quality of the care and the environment for the children decline, especially in light of the recent issues we've faced.
I see. So what's the plan for the transition?
Well, following the recent concerns, the stakeholders had a series of discussions about how to address the issues and improve the situation. It was decided that my close friend's educational foundation, which operates several reputable schools, would take over the management of the kindergarten.
Oh, that's reassuring. By the time the transfer happens, Maya will already be in elementary school, but it's good to know that the changes should help restore trust in addressing any concerns for future parents.
Exactly. We're working hard to ensure that the transition is smooth and that the kindergarten continues to be a nurturing environment for the children.
That's good to know.
By the way, have you already bought a backpack for Maya?
No, not yet. It's something I've been meaning to do, but with everything that's been going on, I haven't gotten around to it yet.
Well, if you don't mind, I'd love to help with that. I understand your parents are planning to buy a study desk for her, so I thought I could take care of the backpack.
Oh, would you really? Oh, that's very generous of you. I didn't expect that, but it would be wonderful.
Of course, I'd be happy to help. It's a special occasion, and I'd love to make sure Maya gets a backpack that she'll really like and be excited about.
That's very kind of you. I'm sure Maya will be thrilled. She has a special bond with you as her grandfather, so this gesture will mean a lot to her.
Yes, I'm sure it will. How about we plan a day to go shopping together? We can pick out the backpack and spend some quality time together.
That sounds like a great idea. I'd appreciate your company. It would be nice to make a day out of it and have some enjoyable time together.
Absolutely. It'll be a fun outing, and I think Maya will enjoy it too. Let's set a date to go shopping and get everything ready for her.
Perfect. I'll check my schedule and let you know which day works best. Thank you so much for offering to help.
No problem at all. I'm looking forward to it. It's a small way to contribute and show support, especially after everything that's been happening recently.
I agree. It's moments like these that remind us of the importance of family and supporting each other. I'm glad we can do this together for Maya.
Me too. It's important to make these moments special for her, especially as she transitions into a new stage of her life.
Absolutely. I'm sure she'll appreciate the effort and care we're putting into this. It's all part of creating a positive environment for her as she grows.
Definitely. It's also a way to show her that we're here for her and that we care deeply about her happiness and well-being.
Yes, and I believe it will make a difference. She'll feel the love and support from all of us, and that's what truly matters.
Agreed. So let's make sure to get everything done smoothly and enjoy the process. I'm looking forward to spending some time together and making this special for Maya.
Me too. I'm confident that with your help, we'll make this a memorable and enjoyable experience for Maya.
Absolutely. Let's make it a fun outing and ensure everything is perfect for her.
Definitely. I'll make the necessary arrangements and get back to you with the details. Thanks again for your kindness and willingness to help.
It's my pleasure. I'm happy to be able to support you and Maya. Let's make sure to create a wonderful experience for her.
Indeed. I'm looking forward to it. It's important to create positive memories for Maya, and I'm glad we can do that together.
Yes, and it's also a chance for us to bond and strengthen our family connections. I'm sure Maya will appreciate the effort we're putting into this.
Absolutely. It's these kinds of moments that make a difference in her life and help her feel loved and valued.
Exactly. So let's make the most of this opportunity and ensure that Maya has a great start with her new backpack and everything else.
I couldn't agree more. I'll finalize the details and let you know soon. Thanks once again for being so supportive.
No problem at all. I'm excited about our shopping trip and making this special for Maya.
Me too. I'll see you soon and we'll make sure everything is perfect.
Looking forward to it. See you soon.
See you soon. Take care.
You too. Goodbye for now.
Goodbye. Not long after this incident, Emily's divorce was finalized. As one would expect, she had to pay alimony for her indiscretions and child support for her son. On top of that, she was severed from her family and relatives, who disowned her entirely. The affair with the previous head of the preschool, who was her lover, ended with him paying compensation and disappearing without a trace. Currently, Emily has no one to rely on. She lives in a rundown apartment tucked away in a corner of the town, trying to make ends meet with her meager income. From what I gather, she's now splitting her payments for both alimony and child support, which must be a struggle given her financial situation. Emily, who graduated from a prestigious university and got married and had a child right after graduation, had never worked a day in her life. Her entire adult life had been spent within the comforts of her home, without the need to seek employment. Her life took a dramatic turn when a significant mistake at work led her boss to explode with anger. This incident seems to have been a catalyst for a complete transformation in her behavior. The once capricious and demanding Emily had to retreat and adapt to much harsher reality. The change in Emily was stark. Her once vibrant and confident demeanor had now turned into a shadow of its former self. In the workplace, she's become incredibly cautious, constantly walking on eggshells. Her interactions are marked by a noticeable fear and anxiety, and she's always been wary of making any mistakes that could provoke another outburst from her superiors. The job that she once might have considered beneath her has become a source of constant stress and fear. Emily's days are now filled with an almost constant sense of dread. She's perpetually on edge, worried about her performance and her standing in the office. The stress is not just from work, but from the constant pressure of meeting her financial obligations. This pressure is compounded by the disapproval of her family and the community's judgment. It seems that the public eye has been unforgiving, and Emily's reputation has suffered greatly due to her past actions. In her neighborhood, where she now resides in a dilapidated apartment, Emily's presence is somewhat of a curiosity. The once privileged and pampered woman has now become a figure of pity, and her past lifestyle seems like a distant memory. Neighbors might whisper about her, sharing their opinions on her fall from grace, but it seems Emily is trying her best to keep a low profile. Every day for Emily is a struggle to maintain a facade of normalcy while managing the overwhelming burden of her financial and personal issues. The sense of isolation she feels is palpable. She's lost her former circle of friends and has become estranged from her family, leaving her without a support system. Her days are spent in a state of apprehension, with every minor issue feeling like a potential crisis. Moreover, Emily's son, who is presumably affected by the turmoil in his mother's life, also bears the brunt of this instability. The child support payments are meant to ensure his well-being, but the emotional strain of their situation undoubtedly affects him. It's not just about the financial support, but the emotional and psychological stability that every child needs, which might be lacking in their current circumstances. The previous head of the preschool, who was involved in the affair with Emily, has also vanished from the scene. His departures left Emily even more isolated, as she no longer has any connection or support from that part of her life. The affair's fallout has not only impacted her personal life, but has had severe repercussions for her professional life as well. Emily's story is a stark reminder of how quickly life can change. From a position of apparent stability and privilege, she's been thrust into a situation of hardship and struggle. The luxuries and comforts she once enjoyed have been replaced by the harsh realities of living in a rundown apartment and dealing with the daily pressures of a difficult financial situation. Her experience is a lesson in the fragility of success and the ease with which it can slip away due to mistakes and poor decisions. In summary, Emily's current life is characterized by financial struggle, social isolation, and constant anxiety. Her fall from a life of comfort and security into one of hardship and anxiety is a testament to the impact that personal choices and circumstances can have on one's life. Her daily existence is now marked by a continuous effort to navigate her new reality while dealing with the emotional and financial consequences of her past decisions.
Yo, Felipe! From today onwards, I'm the new manager around here.
I was wondering who was messaging me at this time in the afternoon on my day off, and it just so happens to be you, Marcus. Nice to hear from you.
Hey, you call me manager from now on, all right? Or boss, if that's the route you want to take.
What, did something happen to the other manager of the store?
I just told you that today I've been made the manager of this sushi restaurant.
Could I ask you to please explain things in a little bit more detail for me then? Because as far as I'm aware, your uncle is still the manager of the restaurant and not you. And as far as the position of manager goes, I never even heard about how there would be a new manager elected to run the place. Did I miss some kind of a very important meeting the other day that I was supposed to be at?
Well, my uncle just went and took his last breath and will no longer be coming out to run this place or anything else anymore.
Really?
He passed out back at home just the other day, and when the ambulance came and took him away, that was the last I'd seen of him. All right.
I didn't realize. I am so sorry for your loss, Marcus. If there's anything you need my help with, anything at all, please let me know.
Of course you'll be helping me out. As for right now, I can't be closing the restaurant at the last minute, but my family and I are all worked up right now and have to be home getting things ready for the funeral and such. So I'm gonna have you and Jay take over the place for me tonight, and for plenty of nights to come, I think. And once I've had time to talk with all of my family about it, we might be holding the funeral at the restaurant itself, so make sure you're all ready for that. I don't want to upset my uncle, who is not in heaven, by having us hold his funeral at his restaurant and it not being in tip-top shape.
Understood. When you have all the details about that, please let the staff and I know. I'll get to work on changing things around on the schedule for everyone's shift.
Good!
Hello, Jay. It's me, Felipe. Did you hear anything at all from Marcus about the situation yet?
I did. Marcus's wife went ahead and sent me all the details about what had happened. I can't believe that he's already gone now. I'm hoping that at some point you and I will be able to go to his funeral as well. Anyway, did you end up hearing about everything from Marcus himself then?
That's right. He came to me and explained everything that had happened and what was going to happen.
I see. So him and his wife worked on contacting the both of us separately.
And so, from what I'd been told, you and I are being left in charge of the restaurant while Marcus is out dealing with his family and the funeral.
So in other words, he's not even thinking about closing down the place for a while then?
That's what it seems like. He said that he'd like to keep the place up and running for all of our customers, I believe. And he's also thinking of holding part of the funeral here, most likely the dinner and such.
Well, his wife did tell me that she thought he was going to want to keep the place open, for his own sake, or something along those lines. But if it's also to hold the funeral at, then I suppose it all makes a bit more sense. He is like a completely different person from his uncle, though, wanting to keep this restaurant open almost as though nothing had ever happened. Such an odd guy.
He sure is. So, can I ask you to go ahead and take care of shifting all of the schedule around and stuff for me?
I'll take care of it. Considering that Marcus won't be around, you're the only person here that can make the sushi that all of our customers want to eat. So I'll take care of everything like that in the office. And when I'm done, I'll come out and let you know before I head out for the night. Now, good luck making all those dishes on your own.
Thank you, Jay.
Felipe, listen, bud, cut it out with all of that careless talking while we're serving our customers. All you're here to do is make sushi for them and serve it.
Hello, Marcus.
Call me the manager or boss.
Okay. Did you need anything from me? Today is your day off, right?
And like I was just saying to you, I'm not paying you to sit around talking all day to the customers while you're making that sushi. We have a server for that, as well as someone at the front of the house who can handle all of the customers.
I find that it is a must to smile and make small talk with the customers while I do my job as a way of entertaining them.
Huh?
They come over to the counter for a reason, and it's not just to eat the sushi and then go home. And what exactly is wrong with me making the customers laugh and enjoy the service we give at this sushi restaurant? Was that all you had to say to me? If so, then I'll be going now. I have a long day ahead of me and not a lot of time to be staring at my phone.
Philippe, good work today.
Hey, Jay, good work today to you as well. By the way, Jay, by this point in time you should be leaving your work at this restaurant in order to go and help your husband open his place, correct?
Well, I suppose you're right about that, but some things have come up that are causing an issue.
I'm sorry that at a time like now you're having to deal with everything else in life like this place.
My husband understands the circumstances himself, so it's all fine. And actually, my daughter has stepped in to do a lot of the work I was planning to do, so there was no need to worry about me. But there is only a couple of days left. Good luck to you.
Thank you, and right back at you.
And now that you've mentioned all of that,
Right.
did you take some time to think things through?
Well, that's a good question. I am very thankful that you brought something like that up with me before. But considering all this place has done for me as I've worked here for a long time, I don't want to think about leaving it.
I see. And I completely understand that. You started to work part-time at that place back when you'd just gotten out of middle school and began working full-time after high school. So it's been close to a decade or two for you, right? You ended up gaining so much experience there as well, and could be considered as one of the best sushi chefs around. The fact that you got to work under the previous manager so often was so lucky for you.
I still have a long ways to go before becoming a true master at this, but thank you for saying that, Jay.
But there's one thing I have to say to you right now. The fact that you were never allowed to become the new manager after Marcus's uncle passed away was a major blow to the place, and him taking the restaurant over for himself is going to be the end of it.
What? Oh, but hold on, Marcus is his nephew of all people.
But the man that we all respected and loved working for actually cared about his store and his customers, right? And when it comes to you, you're the same as he was. Meaning you should be the one in charge of the place now, not Marcus. You can actually converse with everyone there without causing a headache. And have always been praised by all the customers. You should be the one running that place. Yet you're having to sit back and let the untrained nephew take it over. Also, I'm sure you're very much aware of this already, but a lot of those customers we had coming before are no longer around, thanks to Marcus, especially the regulars. A lot of them stopped coming over. The fact that Marcus took over the place from his uncle right after he passed away. And that fact alone.
I know. I am very much aware of what's been going on. I've asked that Marcus be more open-minded about the way he approaches and speaks to a lot of his customers, and I've tried to explain to him how a business like this works. But just as I'd suspected, he doesn't really care to listen to me at all. Also, it seems that from the very start he's seen me as some kind of an enemy of his. Currently, I'm in a position where he can't really fire me or anything, so I have that helping me, but I can for sure tell that he doesn't want me around due to the way he speaks to me.
Yet you're still wanting to stay at that restaurant?
Well...
In the past, the manager said this to me. He said that it is always important to respect the sign that hangs out in the front store, and to always make sure the business is doing its best. But if that becomes the only thing one thinks about, costing him the relation he has with his customers and the staff, then he's better off taking that sign down and ending the business for good.
I've heard that story from him in the past as well. Thinking back on what was said, do you think he was talking about something like what's happening here now?
I'm sure you know the answer to that already, right? I don't need an answer from you right now to my earlier proposal, so take your time to think about it.
Will do.
Yo, Felipe! I'm gonna be changing up the staff here so you can choose between having your pay reduced or leaving my business.
What? What are you talking about right now, Marcus?
I said for you to call me manager, and what I'm going on about has to do with Jay. She finally went and left this place after so many years of causing problems here, all because her favorite boss is no longer running the place. So while I'm enjoying my day off, I thought I'd ask all of my staff what they wanted to do as I began to hire new people.
But I'm not sure why you're wanting to hire on so many new staff members right now. In the past, both your uncle and Jay did a very good job of managing the place and were able to bring in enough money at one point where they could afford to hire new hands and keep them around.
Well, my plan is to lay most of you guys off now and bring in my friends who are all wanting to work here. As the new manager of this place, I feel it's best to be surrounded by those who actually listen to me and who I can trust with the place. Because for some reason you and all the rest of the staff here that were hired by my uncle are never listening to a damn thing I say.
It's because you never take your job as the manager seriously here that we can't listen to what you're saying and are always having to talk back to you. Also, you went and started to talk about how you'd be bringing in a bunch of really cheap fish from overseas that's nowhere near as good as the stuff we've been using, and I will not take that.
If you're not able to agree with the way I want to run my business, then get the hell out! I thought it was kind of me to give you the option of choosing between a reduced salary or being laid off, but now I'm not giving you a choice anymore. You're done here, bud. Even if you were never going to quit, it's too late now. And once you're out on the streets, you're not going to be able to find another job because this place was all you ever had. All thanks to my uncle taking your familyless ass in after you went to high school.
I guess I'm quitting then.
You'd better thank me for letting you stay here with that reduced wage.
I just said that I'm quitting, though.
Wait, what? You're gonna quit your job here?
Yes.
Do you have any idea what that will mean for you? You quitting your job means that you'll no longer be employed anywhere. A high school graduate like you leaving this place means that you'll never have another chance at a job like this one again.
Fortunately, I'm a very good sushi chef with many years of experience under my belt. As long as I'm willing to use these abilities of mine to make the best sushi I can, anywhere would be happy to have me working in their kitchen.
Yo, wait!
I'll leave my notice on your desk tomorrow, Marcus.
No, wait,
I'm going now.
When you start to regret what you're doing here, don't come crawling back to me!
Jay, I would really love to come and work for your husband at his sushi restaurant, please.
Well. You made your choice a lot quicker than I was expecting you to.
Well, something happened that led me to believe that right now would be the best time to go and join you and your husband at that new restaurant.
I see. Considering I'm working for a new place now and have nothing to do with my past job, I don't think I should be asking about all of the details. But Philippe, I'm going to get you all set up to come and join us right now.
Thank you so much, Jay.
Yo, Felipe!
Long time no see, Marcus.
I'm hiring you back into my restaurant, so make sure tomorrow you come in to start working for me right away.
What?
Also, I'm leaving you in charge of preparing the place for opening. I don't have enough hands right now to do it all.
Hold on, I have no need to go back to work for you.
Stop being so modest here. You'll only be making half the salary you had here before, but that's better than being jobless, right? And if you're not able to pay for your apartment with that, I'll allow you to come out and live in my family's house. Anyway, I'll be seeing you tomorrow.
I have a job of my own already.
Huh?
And of course, I'm still working as a sushi chef like before.
You were able to find another job working for another sushi restaurant?
That's right.
Which one?
One that's in Hawaii.
In Hawaii?
You knew about how Jay's husband also happened to work in the world of sushi, right? And, well, that husband of hers just so happened to open up a store of his own out in tropical Hawaii. And thankfully they made sure to let me know that I could come out and work for them if I pleased. I was a bit hesitant about what to do at first, but when you came and threatened me with either having my pay cut or having me leave the restaurant, the idea of moving to Hawaii to make sushi for someone else finally popped into my head. And that was the choice I ended up making.
What? So that's when you made your choice?
So now that you're aware of the situation I'm in, it's impossible for me to go all the way back there to help you.
No way! Right now is no time to be messing around, though. If things don't change soon, the whole restaurant itself is gonna be in trouble. Come back here and work for me right now. If you're not here to make all of the sushi, none of the customers are gonna want to spend their money here anymore.
What happened to all those friends of yours that you said you'd be hiring on in order to make your staff more trustworthy?
About all of them. They assumed that you'd still be working here when they all came, and that's why they made the choice to join me. But when they heard that you quit, they all said things had changed and they no longer wanted to work for me either. So if you were to come back here and start working for me again...
I'm sorry, but I'm very busy at the moment.
Wait a second, Felipe!
Goodbye now.
Felipe!
Ever since I left that place and moved out of the state, I heard about what happened through a coworker of mine who also happened to be one of the employees I ended up training as my first trainee. He told me that Marcus went and ordered a lot more fish from that really cheap supplier, and that led to all of the remaining staff to have a strike, saying that he was trying to kill his customers with terrible quality fish. And even before that strike took place, a lot of the customers that did end up going there were said to have gotten sick due to most of the fish no longer being sushi grade anymore, leading to a few cases of the restaurant being inspected by the state health inspector. The ratings of the restaurant went down the drain after those inspections came back poorly, and business there became more and more of a rare spectacle. The strikes also became more common until there was only a select few employees remaining there, which wasn't even enough manpower to have the restaurant open for one day. So, in the end, after almost going under and never being able to revive the place, Marcus's older brother went ahead and took the place from him and is currently working on turning the whole entire restaurant and everything around. Of course, Marcus was not allowed to work there after the place was renovated and management had been changed, but his efforts to find other work weren't fortuitous. The word about him being a terrible manager spread like wildfire, and not a single place wanted to hire a man with such a rotten work ethic and horrible track record. He would find some work at places like gas stations and convenience stores, but due to his horrible attitude, he'd cause drama and the like and lose his jobs there as well. Recently, I've heard a rumor going around that he's having to sleep in a cardboard box out on the street every night as he tries his luck at gambling in a nearby casino with whatever money he can scrape up. As for myself, I've been fully moved into my new apartment here in Hawaii and have been working close to 60 hours a week making sure that the restaurant does well. I started off working here with a larger salary than I had when I left the previous restaurant, and I've been told that if the restaurant does good throughout the length of 1 year, I'll be rewarded with bonuses and all. Thank you for watching and listening. We hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe. Also, feel free to leave a comment about what you thought of the story. We look forward to seeing you at the next story.
Maya, when are you finally going to get a divorce from Dad? I'm really getting sick and tired of you always being at the house doing nothing but chores all the time, so let's go. Huh? Sarah, what do you mean by that? I'm asking you to divorce him because I don't want you here in this house anymore. It's clear you have a strong dislike for me, but if you had objections, you should have expressed them before the marriage. Why bring it up now? I've been together with your dad for years now, so it's really not the best time to be asking something like that now. The only reason I never complained about you back then was because ever since my real mom left, I've been the one responsible for all the household chores. The situation wasn't ideal, but it was manageable. When Dad told me he wanted to marry someone and brought you home, I thought to myself, finally, I might be free from these endless chores. I was thrilled at the prospect of having some relief and even approved of your marriage to him. But once we actually began living together, the reality was far different from my expectations. I was freed from doing housework, but having to live with someone who I felt was an annoying old woman was more distressing. Annoying old woman, huh? And let's not forget, just 6 months after the wedding, Dad had that accident, ended up hospitalized, didn't he? Being stuck living alone with a strange aunt has been excruciating. It feels like a punishment, if I'm being honest. A strange aunt? It feels so good to finally voice my true feelings. I have had those pent up for so long now that I had no clue what I was going to do if I didn't get them off my chest. I'm happy to hear that you're feeling better now, but if I leave, won't you have to handle the housework again? From now on, I plan to arrange for professional cleaning services, and I'll invest in time-saving kitchen gadgets and cleaning equipment. This way I can minimize my own work and ensure everything runs smoothly. Of course, I'll also be asking that my dad doesn't make as much of a mess when he's back home. Sarah, are you thinking about the expenses involved? Not only will all those fancy gadgets you're talking about cost a lot, but getting a cleaning service or even a maid to come over and clean, that's way too much money. I know that, and of course I've been thinking about the cost. Dad's income seems to have increased since marrying you, so with that extra money, we can take care of all the required needs. Huh? Since you married Dad, his standard of living has improved, hasn't it? This means his salary must have risen, making it easier for him to support a full-time housewife like you. If you were to leave, there would be a reduction in household expenses, which would provide me with a chance to enjoy a more comfortable lifestyle with the saved money. Excuse me, can we talk about something? What else do you want to talk about? I'm not a full-time housewife. Huh? But you're always at home. Didn't you quit your job when you married Dad and told me that you'd be home a lot more often than before? Yes, I did leave my corporate job, but see, you're not working. Earning money isn't just about having a job at a company. Huh? Currently, I work remotely, which means that I'm pretty much able to work from home all the time. Huh? Isn't that just doing a bit of work on the side while you handle household chores? Isn't that called piecework? It might seem that way, but I also have passive income streams. What's that? Even if you use fancy terminology, it still looks like piecework to me. Like you've got some kind of a small side gig or something. Sarah, you're about to graduate from high school and have plans to go to junior college. You should start acquiring the knowledge that will be useful when you enter the workforce. Huh? I don't understand what you're talking about. Anyway, I need my allowance. I just gave it to you last week. It's not enough. No, it's not happening. If you want that money, then maybe start doing some chores as well, and I'll pay you for your hard work. You are so stingy. My last mom was never like this. Sarah, sorry for interrupting you, but there's something I'd like to ask you about. What's that? Do you know what happened to my wristwatch? What? It's the silver one that I've always got on when I'm going out. I don't know where it is. Actually, I never care about what kinds of things you have on anyway, so I don't know. I see. Well, it's the one I got from your dad. He gave it to me instead of an engagement ring to show that I promised him my love. What? So you never got an engagement ring? He told me that a wristwatch is something one can get a lot more use out of, so that's what we went with. Oh. I just wanted to ask you about this in case you had any memory of what happened to it. Well, I still don't know. I see. All right, then. Hey, Mia? You returned to your family home after my high school graduation ceremony yesterday, didn't you? Yes, that's right. I'm currently staying at my family home. As I mentioned before, I came back because there is something important to announce. Dad's discharge date from the hospital's been set. I'm aware of that. I received a notification about it too. So, regarding what we discussed the other day, could you please act on it soon? What exactly are you referring to? I mean, how long do you plan on staying at Dad's house? It's time for you to stop leeching off of him. Who is leeching off of whom? It's obviously you. I'm not leeching. I have been working and contributing my share to the household expenses. Well, I anticipated you might say that, so I've taken the liberty of throwing out all your belongings. What? I thought that might be the only way to get you to leave. Get out now. You need to divorce Dad immediately. Oh, is that how you want to handle it? If that's the case, then you'll need to manage your dad's hospitalization costs yourself. What are you talking about? You're acting like you're the one covering Dad's medical expenses. Since you seem to be so concerned, why don't you take care of your dad's discharge arrangements? It might be best if you hear directly from him about his current situation and what needs to be done. Huh? Maya! What's going on? Is it true that you and Dad have officially divorced? And did you really move into a high-rise apartment worth $10,000 a month? Is it also true that you covered all of Dad's hospital bills by yourself? And is it true that Dad has resigned from his job and is now unemployed? It's quite unbelievable, but yes, everything you've heard is true. Seriously? To clarify everything, it might be helpful to organize your questions in chronological order. Chronological order? Let's start with your dad's accident. Since it was a self-inflicted accident, insurance coverage was not an option. So you ended up covering the entire expense yourself? Yes, that's correct. The accident involved a company car that had to be written off, so he was given the choice of either resigning or paying for the car. He opted to resign. So it's essentially like being fired. Yes, it's almost the same. Although your dad did receive some severance pay, it was significantly less than what he would have received if it had been a company-initiated dismissal. I see. Initially, my own income was sufficient to manage both the living expenses and hospital bills. Given the expletive nature of the company, I considered it a sort of unexpected blessing. But then the real issues began. Issues? Yes, the major problem with your dad's accident was that it occurred while he was on way to meet his mistress. An affair? Dad had an affair? Yes, I found this out when I visited Yoshiro-san's hospital room at an unusual time and discovered him with his mistress. What? After revealing the affair, further investigation showed that it had been ongoing since before our marriage. It appears he was interested in my family's wealth. Huh? So your family is actually wealthy? Yes, that's correct. You can think of it that way. After discovering the affair, I had to quickly manage the divorce proceedings and compensation claims. Following that, I moved back to the high-rise apartment that I owned before marriage. Oh, the $10,000 high-rise? Yes, this apartment was inherited from my late father. It was valued at 100 million yen when it was first purchased, but its current value is likely diminished. But the high-rise... Let's not dwell on the high-rise details and focus on the core issues. Because of the divorce, I won't be charging you for the hospital expenses I covered during our marriage. However, any remaining unpaid amounts will need to be settled by you. But I'm unemployed! And don't forget about the compensation money. Oh, right. By the way, the mistress has already paid her share, but your dad still hasn't paid his portion. I have a feeling that Dad's expenses have accumulated to an enormous amount. I'm concerned that his severance pay might not cover everything. How he manages his finances is not my concern, so you should discuss this matter directly with your dad. And Sarah, you too. What about me? Regarding the matter of you taking and selling various items of mine without permission? Huh? You knew? Of course. With only you and me in the house, I immediately suspected you. To gather concrete evidence, I installed hidden cameras in my room. Cameras? Yes, I have detailed records of what you took from my room, and I've also tracked the app accounts you used to sell those items. That too? You mentioned discarding my belongings, but it turns out you sold what you could, didn't you? The total damage, based on what I know, amounts to just over 5,000. I will make sure to claim that amount. No way. And what about the private school tuition for you? Huh? I was the one who paid for the entrance fee and tuition as a gesture of goodwill. So you're the one who covered the entrance fee? But when it comes to college, I won't be handling any future tuition costs, so you'll need to figure that out on your own. Really? Dad doesn't seem reliable, so what should I do? Well then, I think we're done here. From now on, please handle everything through a lawyer. Goodbye. Sarah's decision to take a leave of absence from junior college was a critical juncture in her life. Opting to step away from her studies temporarily, she embarked on a new chapter marked by independence and self-sufficiency. She moved into her own apartment and began working part-time to support herself. At first glance, this shift seemed like a positive transformation. On the surface, it appeared as though Sarah was making significant strides towards personal growth and responsibility. This new chapter promised a fresh start, free from the constraints and conflicts that had previously defined her life. However, reality often complicates seemingly straightforward transitions. Despite her best efforts, Sarah struggled with maintaining stability in her new life. Her part-time jobs were short-lived, and she was either dismissed from her positions or chose to leave them voluntarily. This pattern of frequent job changes was concerning. It seemed that Sarah was unable to find a job that suited her long-term, or perhaps she was struggling to meet the expectations and demands of her employers. This instability suggested deeper issues, whether they were related to her approach to work, her adaptability in different workplace environments, or other personal challenges she was facing. Meanwhile, my ex-husband was grappling with his own set of difficulties. Despite the urgent need to find employment and resolve the financial obligations we had discussed, he showed no significant signs of actively seeking work. His inaction and reluctance to address those financial responsibilities were sources of ongoing frustration. The financial disputes and unpaid amounts that I had requested from both him and Sarah remained unresolved, adding to the complexity and strain of the situation. The situation took a dramatic turn when Sarah's relatives intervened. Their involvement marked a significant shift in the narrative. One day, a black-painted van appeared at both Sarah's and my ex-husband's residences. The sight of those vans, coupled with their authoritative presence, suggested that serious action was being taken. The intervention was both dramatic and necessary, signaling a crucial turning point in the ongoing issues. Inside those vans were individuals tasked with collecting and transporting Sarah and my ex-husband away from their homes. The process was marked by visible distress and emotional upheaval. The intervention by Sarah's relatives aimed to address the unresolved financial issues and bring some degree of resolution to the prolonged disputes. The appearance of the black vans and the subsequent actions taken were necessary steps towards resolving the complex and ongoing problems that had affected all parties involved. Following the intervention, there was a noticeable shift in the financial situation. From the following month, payments began to be made in installments. This development was a significant improvement and indicated that progress was being made in addressing the outstanding financial obligations. Although the payments were being made in small amounts, the fact that they were occurring at all was a positive sign that Sarah and my ex-husband were now facing some level of accountability for their financial responsibilities. This change marked a crucial step toward resolving the long-standing issues that had plagued our lives. Despite these positive changes, I chose to focus on my own life and well-being. The period of dealing with financial disputes and personal upheavals had been incredibly taxing and stressful. Now that the issues were being addressed and some level of resolution was being achieved, I felt it was time to fully embrace the freedom of my single life. This newfound independence allowed me to enjoy a sense of peace and relaxation that had been elusive during the tumultuous period of dealing with these disputes. As I looked forward, I decided to focus on what truly mattered to me. The freedom from the past disputes and the opportunity to start anew provided a sense of rejuvenation. I was ready to move on from the challenges of the previous months and to embrace a future that promised greater stability and satisfaction. The experiences I had gone through provided valuable insights into responsibility, accountability, and the impact of personal actions on one's life. Reflecting on Sarah's situation, it was clear she had faced significant challenges. Her struggles with employment and the ongoing financial issues with my ex-husband highlighted the complexities of navigating personal and financial difficulties. However, the involvement of her relatives and the subsequent actions to address the outstanding payments were steps in the right direction. These changes suggested that Sarah was being held accountable for her responsibilities, and the support from her relatives played a crucial role in resolving the issues. It was evident that Sarah's journey was still ongoing. Despite the intervention and the progress in settling financial obligations, the path to stability was not straightforward. Her ongoing challenges with employment and her personal circumstances indicated that she had much to navigate before achieving the stability she sought. The support from her relatives was a crucial factor in helping her address these challenges, but the journey ahead remained complex. For me, the resolution of these disputes allowed for a sense of closure. The financial obligations that had been a source of stress and frustration were gradually being addressed. The payments made by Sarah and my ex-husband, though initially delayed, indicated that they were now facing the consequences of their actions and working to rectify the situation. This development provided a measure of relief and marked a turning point in the resolution of the issues. The involvement of Sarah's relatives and the subsequent actions they took were instrumental in bringing about these changes. Their intervention was a necessary step in resolving the financial disputes, ensuring that accountability was restored. The black-painted vans and the dramatic nature of the intervention highlighted the seriousness and the need for decisive action. As I moved forward, I was determined to embrace the freedom and independence that came with being single. The experiences of the past had shaped my approach to life and provided valuable lessons. I looked forward to a future where I could focus on my own goals and aspirations, free from the burdens of past disputes. The resolution of the financial issues allowed me to fully appreciate the sense of closure and to look ahead with renewed hope and optimism. The entire experience had been a journey of growth and self-discovery. It had taught me the importance of responsibility, accountability, and the impact of personal actions on one's life. While the resolution of the disputes provided a sense of closure, it also marked the beginning of a new chapter. I was ready to step into this new chapter with a renewed sense of purpose and a commitment to embracing the opportunities and challenges that lay ahead. In conclusion, Sarah's journey and the resolution of the financial disputes were significant milestones in the narrative of our lives. The intervention by her relatives and the subsequent progress in settling financial obligations marked important steps towards addressing the issues that had affected us. The experiences of the past provided valuable lessons and insights, shaping my approach to life and reinforcing the importance of responsibility and accountability. As I looked toward the future, I was ready to embrace the opportunities and challenges that lay ahead with a renewed sense of purpose and optimism.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and hit the like button. See you next time.